Good evening, everybody, and welcome to a Q&A.
Ooh.
We recently took to Instagram and we said, hey, we're going to do a Q&A. Ask us your questions. And hundreds of questions came in.
Yeah, I'm really excited. We got a lot of responses. I think that this will have many parts.
Yeah.
I think we'll answer as many questions as we can today, and then we will probably have a part 2, part 3. We'll have more.
Part 15.
Maybe.
Part 271. But we narrowed it down to somewhere between 10 and 15. We'll see where we end up by the end of the night. But we wanted to jump right in. Let's get to your questions. The first question is, any non-theme park places either in the U.S. or other countries that you'd like to visit? And it's no secret to you guys that I have been wanting to go to the Grand Canyon.
Oh, yeah.
For a long time.
Okay.
So I would like to see that.
So, okay, I want to go to the Grand Canyon, but also you go to the Grand Canyon, right? And then what do you do? Like, do we just go all the way out there to see the Grand Canyon and then leave?
Apparently, the Grand Canyon is miraculous and awe-inspiring, and it is worth just the drive out there to see.
Okay.
But...
well, I didn't think it wasn't, but I was just curious if there's like other stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure there is.
Okay.
There's a national park. We can go camping out there. We can do anything we want to. But there is other things to see around it.
Okay. I think what worries me about camping at the Grand Canyon, because I know that people do that, is so we've camped. I have only camped at Disney.
Oh.
No, that's not true, because we camped in Georgia.
Yeah.
For like one of our first, not like dates. It was like one
Behind the scenes.
One of our first dates way before YouTube. I think what scares me is like there's actual like wildlife in the Grand Canyon. When you go to Disney, you might see a raccoon, a squirrel, a bunny. I don't think
deer.
Oh yeah, deer. But I don't think you would see like a bear or a mountain lion or so that kind of is a little worrisome. Mm-hmm. That's my only hesitation.
Well, the good news is we can take measures for bears. What? You tie your food up outside.
I just feel like that doesn't mean the bears won't still come.
They'll eat your food, not you.
But
then you go, oh, darn it.
If you tie it up, they can't eat it. I would leave it out for them. I'd
Set up a little picnic fest?
Take this, not me.
As like an offering to the bears?
Just so they don't, I don't know. that's all. I'm just a little nervous about the wildlife.
Just scared of bears.
So for me, a non-theme park place.
I bet you there are hotels around the Grand Canyon too.
Oh, I'm sure, yeah. I'm sure there are. But you go there to camp, right?
You can go there to camp, or you can just go there to see it.
But, okay, so for me, non-theme park place that I want to go, I would love to go to, I saw this picture one time that was, I think in like the Alps or something, but it was like this beautiful, it were these huge mountains. It was like a European city. What's the place where they have like all the skiing?
The Alps?
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It might have been like Austria.
Okay.
Or something.
The Austrian Alps?
Is that a thing?
Yeah. I think you're thinking of the Alps.
But there were these beautiful, humongous mountains, and then this like little tiny, beautiful lit up city in like the valley of the mountains.
Okay.
And it looked like where Santa Claus lives.
Okay.
It was like so beautiful and snowy and just all these lights, and it looked just so magical. And I would love to go there. I have to find it first because I don't exactly know what it is. I just saw a picture. And I would love to go to like Norway.
Okay.
Just that I saw this other beautiful picture that was like very green. It was very like all of these little tiny beautiful cottages and this like green hilly beautiful like hillside. I want to go there.
My entire life, Jen has been a beach girly. And just today, she has informed me that she wants to go where there is a ton of snow.
Well, I just want to see it. I guess it's kind of like my Grand Canyon.
Okay.
I just want to see it.
Just want to see some snow.
I just want to fly all the way there, look at it, and then leave.
Want to see a tiny village in the snow?
But it looked just like the most beautiful place.
Okay.
And I couldn't believe that people lived there. Yeah.
All right.
So that's my answer.
There you go.
So Tim.
Yes.
What are you jealous that Disneyland has that Disney World does not have?
Ooh, I think a lot of the history and also the churros and the corn dogs and
like the food, right?
The food.
I was gonna say I'm jealous of how delicious the food is at Disneyland. Not that we don't have good food at Disney World, because we do, But Disneyland's food is far superior.
Yeah.
I also love how like intimate Disneyland feels.
Yeah.
Like I don't know how it is recently because I haven't been in a while, but when the last time that I went, you could just the characters were just walking around and nobody was swarming them and there wasn't like this huge, you know, like crowd of people. It was just I don't know, it just felt more magical than Disney World does.
Yeah. I also like being able to just like walk across.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
DCA from Disneyland.
I agree. That was my next answer. Was like they're just right there. No buses, no
Just walk.
Skyliner, no.
Just gotta walk there.
Yeah, it's just there.
And Haunted Mansion Holiday. Jen, what is your favorite meal in Orlando? And they commented, obviously it wasn't the Cheesecake Factory.
So the Cheesecake Factory, it was good. I just don't think it's as good as it used to be. We went there recently. We didn't have like the best meal. Mine wasn't bad, but yours wasn't great.
Mine was not good.
I think that my favorite meal currently, and I think this changes a lot because new things open, things close, things change. I think for me, my favorite is Nami right now.
Yeah, Nami is very, very good.
It's this modern Asian fusion restaurant in the Wave Hotel in Lake Nona. We've stayed at the Wave. We didn't eat there when we stayed there though, but I'll link that stay down below. But we ate there later on and it was so good. We ate there twice. We went back for, I think, my birthday.
Yeah.
And it was very delicious. The food is amazing. They have delicious like chicken nuggets, but they're like not chicken nuggets. They're elevated chicken nuggets. The sushi is fantastic. I had the lamb chops. They were really good. All the sides are really delicious and fun. They have like the presentation is really beautiful. I loved everything about it.
Very good steak.
Yeah. Is that your favorite?
Yeah.
I think for other meals that we also like Bull and Bear is very delicious. We haven't been in a very long time, but every time that we had gone, it was very good. We had a great experience there. And what about something that's not super expensive? Because those are both more pricey.
Okay. Give me a second.
So something that just like off the top of my head, just like thinking about things that I would want to eat again, I really like Steakhouse 71.
Okay.
Like I think that I really enjoyed like salads, burgers, breakfast, you know, things that I've had there have been delicious. And it's not as expensive as the other places we talked about. And if you're going to Disney, it's very like centrally located in the Contemporary.
I just had a beautiful thought of Wailulu.
Oh yeah, that was so delicious.
Very good.
Ooh.
And the ambiance. Ooh,
Yeah, okay.
it's good stuff.
I like it. So what parts of Epic Universe are you most looking forward to?
A lot of people are going to give you the answer that they're looking forward to Dark Universe.
That was gonna be my answer.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be too swarmed. So I don't think it's going to be as fun when it first opens. So I think that an underrated area is going to be How to Train Your Dragon and Celestial Park.
You think?
Yeah. I think the entrance to the park, like your first place that you end up, is going to be mind-blowing.
Okay. I'm excited for Dark Universe. I'm excited to try the food and like those kind of snack offerings and stuff. And I'm really excited for like the live entertainment.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait.
I got to tell you guys, though, I am nervous.
About what?
Like, it's a brand new park. I don't know where anything is.
Yeah.
I don't know what the food is. It's like all new. You know, like the parks here in Orlando, you blindfold me and I'll probably find my way around.
I think that's something that we are definitely like creatures of habit. That's why we go on like so many Disney cruises and we go to like the same places kind of over and over again because we know what we like. I'm afraid to try new things sometimes because I feel like it may not be worth my time or money. And I'm like, oh, if I just go here, I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
So like, why try a new thing? But this is it's going to be all new.
It's going to be exciting too.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
All right, Jen. Next question. Lookout Key at Lighthouse Point or Castaway Key?
This one is hard because we've had such great times at Lookout, all 3 times that we've gone. I have like some really great memories with the kids in the rain. It was raining, we were playing in the rain, in the water. It was just like such a fun memory. And the first time that we went, the water was so beautiful. And I just don't think that we could ever, like nothing will ever match that like beauty for me. But I don't know how consistently great it was as far as like, I know at Castaway, like, I know it's always going to be good. It might not be like great, but I know it will always be good.
What makes you think that Lookout's not always going to be good?
No, I mean, it's because like the food had the flies.
Okay.
You know, it's not as easy to find chairs like right on the beach. That kind of stuff. Like the tram ride out there isn't like super great.
Okay.
You know, that kind of stuff. But like the actual experience that we had in the water and the sand was like fantastic, amazing. But there are some like cons leading up to that big pro.
Right.
You know? Mm-hmm. So I think I would still say that I like Lookout Key more. I don't know. That's hard.
I like Lookout Key more.
Yeah, just easy.
Yeah.
Easy answer for you.
Easy answer. I like it better.
Okay.
I like the look of it better.
Yeah.
I like the food situation, like where it is better. On Castaway, the food, this is going to be real niche. For those of you guys that have been to beaches, you know that there's the beach, and then when you get off the beach, it starts to feel a little swampy.
Okay.
So the food area at Castaway is kind of in the swampy section.
Like too hot?
Yeah, there's not as much air movement.
Okay.
It feels like you're not at the beach anymore. The food area at Lookout still feels like you're right on the beach. There's a lot of air movement going right there.
Yeah.
And it just feels like more open and airy and like brighter.
Okay.
You know, that's just one example.
Okay. I mean, I do love them both, but I do think that Lookout is like, when they get all the kinks worked out, I think it'll be like a superior island for sure. Yeah. All right. This is a good one. You've rented points for DVC stays. Why not just pull the trigger and join already?
Okay. So here is my reasoning. I don't like that you have a specific allotted amount. So say you buy 120 points.
Is that a lot?
I don't know.
Okay.
You have 120 points, right? You are able to borrow from the year before and the year after. So you would go once every 3 years for like to use, what is that? What did I say? 120 points?
Yeah.
360 points.
Yeah.
Right? And that would get you a bigger room or a longer stay. But that's just one time. So like, why should I buy into something? I guess it's like, am I really saving money by buying into something and then only being able to use it every 3 years?
You know what's funny though? We've met people. I specifically remember meeting a guy who was like a lawyer, and he was saying how he's like, I love DVC so much. I would love to sit down and talk you through the contract so that you can understand what a great deal it actually is. He's like, I will sit down with you. I will read through the contract. I will explain it. That's how much of a, like, I think you need to be joining DVC. Like, and I was like, well, maybe we should do that. Maybe we should talk to this guy and really try to figure out, like, is this right for us? But here's my reasoning why I don't think we should join is we have paid our house off. We are completely debt free. We have no debt. If we join DVC, it would be like getting another mortgage.
You can pay off DVC right off the bat.
It just feels like such a bad idea to do that to me.
Yeah.
Like to get like a $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 like thing. It just feels like a bad idea. I don't know. It just feels like a bad idea. I don't know. So I'm a big fan of like not accruing debt, and that feels like debt to me. Am I thinking about it wrong?
I think you are, because it's like,
Okay.
you don't have to take the mortgage out on it.
Yeah.
You can pay it as a mortgage.
But you still like owe dues, and you still
Right.
like, it would feel like another HOA to me, or like
Yeah.
another, and those can go up like without notice. And I don't know, it just seems like, so what we use currently is the DVC rental store, and that is how we rent points without being a member.
Right.
And we can still get really great deals. We can still save thousands of dollars on our stays by using the DVC rental store to rent points. So that feels like safer to me because we're not buying into this huge thing,
Right.
you know? And we'll link our like DVC rental store affiliate link down below in case you want to check it out to rent points for your next DVC vacation. But that to me just feels like, for us, a better financial decision. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but let us know, because I would be curious, like your thoughts on that, on the whole thing.
Also, I think I worked it out one time, and it would take 7 years for me to stay enough times that it actually makes sense financially.
Yeah.
So like I'm in the hole for 7 years.
Right.
And then it lasts for 50 years. Mm-hmm. So like, and I don't know about dues. Like I'd have to factor in the dues factor in there too, because right now I'm not paying dues. I'm not paying any dues. There are no dues due.
Right.
But I would have to if I joined DVC.
Let us know your thoughts. I'd be curious.
I don't know.
I know so many people that have like 3, 4, 5 DVC contracts.
Yeah.
And that's like wild to me.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, man, live your life. I don't know. So this one says Disney parks, then cruise, or cruise, then Disney parks, and why?
This is totally an easy one for me. Mm-hmm. Go to the Disney parks first.
Yeah.
Cruise after.
Cruise is so relaxing.
Cruise is...
Walk 10,000 miles in the parks, and then get on the cruise and just like veg and lounge.
Yeah.
And sit in the lounge chair, take in the sun.
Let me ask you this. Would you rather lounge, then run marathon, or run a marathon and then relax?
Yeah. I think that's the way to do it. That's the only way to do it.
Yeah.
Parks and then cruise.
Parks and then cruise.
Yeah.
But you know what I would do though?
What?
I would not leave the day that I get back from the cruise. I would come back to Orlando.
Okay.
Spend like another day or two just not going to the parks. Mm-hmm. Hanging out. Doing not really anything. Just to like get your land legs back.
Oh yeah.
And then not have to like worry about like, gotta get off the cruise ship, gotta get to the airport. We need to make sure, what if there's like traffic between here and the airport? Like it's a kind of a distance from the port to the airport.
Mean, okay. I see what you're saying. I see.
Like they fly in.
Yeah.
You go to the parks.
Yeah.
Then you go cruise. Then you go back to Orlando.
Yeah.
Hang out for a day, maybe.
That's true, yeah.
Then go to the airport.
I think that would be smart.
Yeah, or then drive home.
I think that's a good idea. That's my answer too.
Yeah. All right, Jen, I got one for you. When is your next solo trip?
Ooh.
They said they love those videos. And I have heard multiple people say that they really enjoy your solo trips.
We met this really nice lady today at the Crayola experience who said the same thing. And I was like, man, I just didn't think, I wasn't even going to like vlog it. When I did the cruise, I was like, I don't know, are people going to even want to see this? And I don't know if I really know what I'm doing. And then people were like really so nice about it. And we got a lot of really nice feedback. And I'm glad that I did vlog it because it made me feel more confident, it made me feel more confident in vlogging.
So you heard it here first, folks. Jen's next solo trip is to some random snowy town in the Swiss Alps.
No, I would not. I would not go on an international trip without you. I don't know. That's a good question. What would my next trip be?
The Grand Canyon.
No, I don't think so. Well, like where would I go by myself?
Disneyland?
No, I wouldn't do that. That's too far.
Okay.
That's scary.
Oh.
Yeah, not by myself. So originally my cruise was not supposed to be a solo cruise, and then it just turned out that way. And it actually was great. It was really nice. It was a nice like recharge, and I was able to kind of like do everything at my own pace. I could read my book if I wanted to. I could sleep in the middle of the day if I wanted to. I could, do literally whatever I wanted. And that was really nice. But my birthday trip to New York, my friend did come with me, and I'm glad that he came because I wouldn't have done that by myself.
Right.
That would have been scary to me. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't necessarily like a solo trip, but you weren't there. So like it was a just Jen trip.
Right.
So like, I don't know, where would I go? I would do another cruise. I know that's not like super exciting.
It is exciting.
But the cruise was a lot of fun for me just because I could really relax, which was nice. I don't know, where should I go next?
Where should you go?
Yeah.
Roswell, New Mexico.
I don't think so. No. I don't know. Let me know. What do you think?
Montana.
What's in Montana?
Buffalo?
Okay, well, maybe. Let me know. Leave some comments. I'd like to know what you think. Will you go on an Alaskan cruise? An Alaskan Disney cruise?
Here's the thing. I said this thing on New Year's where I was like, I want to sail on every Disney cruise ship in the fleet this year, with the exception of the one in Singapore, because I didn't do that. I didn't realize that was sailing this year, so I dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah, I don't think we can sail on it this year. It's like sold out.
But I was looking up all of the ships except for the Wonder are easily accessible to us here in Florida.
Okay.
The Wonder never comes to Florida in 2025.
Oh, okay.
It hangs out in Australia, in San Diego, and like Vancouver.
Okay.
So I was looking at Alaskan cruises on the Wonder. They're so darn expensive. Like, I'm talking about like for a veranda, for like a 5-day cruise, like $12,000.
I would like to see, I know people have gone on Alaskan cruises, but do you guys know of anybody that's gone on an Alaskan cruise with young children? Because I think that's my whole thing is it going to be fun for them?
Right.
There's no pool, it's freezing, right? Like the pool's not heated, right?
Right? I don't know.
So they're not going to have any like outdoor things to do as far as like the pool goes. And then is there enough stuff for the kids to do? Is it good for young children? If you guys know of anybody with young kids that have gone on an Alaskan cruise that made videos or blog posts or whatever, let me know because I want to see what they had to say.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
a good question. And when did they go?
Yeah, what's the best time to go?
Because it also gets more expensive as you get into summer,
Yeah, which makes
in the
sense.
warmer months.
Yeah. So yeah, I would like to. It's on my list, but I just don't know if now's the right time with young kids. Speaking of young kids,
The question says, how long did it take to sleep train Oliver? Any tips would help. Currently have an 8-month-old. So I do have to say I didn't sleep train him at 8 months.
no, how old was he?
It was
He was over a year.
when you went on the cruise.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
he was over a year, and I used the Ferber method.
Which is what we used for Jackson. Jackson we sleep trained at about, I think it was like 15, he was 15 months.
Okay.
He was a little older. So it was when he kind of weaned himself off of breastfeeding. And so then I felt like, okay, he doesn't need to sleep like close to us anymore because he's not breastfeeding in the middle of the night. He can sleep through the night now. So I think he was like around 15 months. Oliver, and I think it was the same amount of time for both, but with Jackson, we did it in like a 3-day period. And then I think Oliver, you did it while I was gone, and I was gone for 3 days.
Yeah, I think a little bit of like residual like moments after you got back, but for the most part, yeah, 3 days.
And he's a great sleeper.
Yeah, Oliver's really good. And I also sleep trained him for naps too.
Yeah. So basically what the Ferber method is, it's not the cry it out method in the sense that you're not just leaving them to cry, but you, if they wake up, they cry for 15 minutes and then you go in and you soothe them for like 5 minutes and then you leave the room, and if they cry again, you don't go back in for another 15 minutes. So they cry again for 15 minutes, you go back in, you soothe them for 5 minutes, you never take them out of the crib. You soothe them in the crib, make sure they can find like their pacifiers, their swaddles, their blankets, whatever they have in there that they use for like soothing. And then you only stay in for 5 minutes, you leave, and this continues until they fall asleep.
Yeah.
And that usually after like the 3-day mark, they get it. They're like, oh, okay, I just need to soothe myself. I need to find whatever it is. So with our kids, it's their pippy, their pacifier. So, and this isn't like for everybody. It is tough. It's hard to sleep train in period. It's just hard. But for us, it was so beneficial for everyone because with Oliver, before we sleep trained him, he was waking up every 2 hours all night, every night. And so nobody was sleeping and he wasn't getting good sleep. We weren't getting good sleep. And so once he was able to get those, like that full night's sleep, and now he sleeps for like 10, 11 hours at night, which is fantastic. Like the more sleep, the better. It really, they need the sleep for their brains to develop. So it's just been great all around. Everybody is getting more sleep.
Everybody feels better.
Yeah. And Oliver is really such a great sleeper now. And Jackson is too. They're just like, I don't know. It makes me happy.
I do have to say this. The one issue that we have come across with sleep training, and I don't know if it's actually 100% related, but Oliver used to fall asleep in the car. Like we could be like, oh, okay, it's late now. Like we're getting home late. Like put on their pajamas. They'll fall asleep in the car. Jackson, lights out, no problem. Oliver's like, la 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 la. He just starts talking and singing, and I'm like,
he needs to be in his crib.
Yeah.
Like that's his routine. That's his like. As soon as he hits the crib, he's like, bam, asleep.
Yeah.
And yeah,
And it's also a door too. He needs a door or a physical barrier. So if they're like when we go on the cruise, you have to put Oliver into the bed first, go and close the curtain.
Yeah.
And then like have Jackson in the other bed.
Yeah.
Putting him to sleep, and then Oliver will fall asleep on his own if he's alone.
Yeah.
But if Jackson is in there before Oliver falls asleep,
oh, it's like playtime.
it's playtime. He's like, let's party.
That's what we did for sleep training. It's, obviously we're not like doctors or whatever, so, do your own research, but that's what worked for us. So this is actually a really great question that I think about kind of all the time, but has becoming a parent changed the way you perceive thrill rides? Does fear feel off?
Yes. And I've been kind of struggling with this recently because Give Kids the World is having their Over the Edge fundraiser in February.
That's where he would rappel off the building. He's done it before.
Yeah. And it has moved to a smaller building. So I'm not 420 feet off the ground, but it's still, I was like, I don't really want to do that. But I understand that is the point of Over the Edge.
Yeah. It's overcoming.
Yeah, you are showing a fraction of the courage that the kids that go to Give Kids the World face on a daily basis by putting yourself in this situation.
Yeah.
And so I'm going to go do it still, but it is definitely scarier now than it was before kids.
So for me, I've never done Over the Edge. I would never have done that. That's just too scary to me. I couldn't do it. I think I would pass out. I think it would be like those people on the slingshots where they pass out in the middle of the ride. That'd be me. I would just pass out and just. Yeah. I don't think I could do it. I don't even like scary movies anymore.
Yeah.
Scary rides. I don't. It's such a. Not to be morbid, but I'm just what if I died? Mm-hmm. What if I got flung off this ride and I died and then I left my kids without a mother because I wanted to ride a scary ride?
Yeah.
So I just have this intrusive thoughts. I can't do it anymore. It scares me too much to think about what could happen if I died.
Yeah.
I don't know. So, and even scary movies, I can't watch scary movies anymore. If it has anything to do with kids, I can't watch that kind of stuff anymore. I used to love Dateline and 2020 and true crime. I can't do it anymore. It's it's too real.
Yeah.
I can't handle it. So
there you go.
Not for me anymore. All right. So this next one is from our friend Anthony, who sent us pies. So we had a pie related question.
And I picked this question because it really highlights the difference in culture between the UK and America. Mm-hmm. He says, favorite sweet and savory pie, and what do you have it with? Ice cream, cream, or custard? What? What are you talking about?
So what's your favorite sweet pie?
Sweet pie, chocolate chip pecan pie.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
Very delicious. With, I don't really do it with ice cream, but I do like a little whipped cream on there.
Yeah, whipped cream.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying when he said cream.
Cream?
I think that's whipped cream.
Not just dipping it in coffee creamer?
I don't know, because when, who knows? Really? I don't know.
Put some baked beans on it. When you're talking about pie, what are you talking about? You're talking about an apple pie, a cherry pie, pumpkin pie?
Like a pie. What do you mean?
Yeah, but what is a savory pie? Is it sweet and savory?
No,
or is
I think he's saying a sweet, what's your favorite sweet pie? What's your favorite savory pie? So savory would be like
a shepherd's pie?
I think so.
Chicken
or
pot pie?
Cottage pie?
Cottage pie?
A pizza pie?
A pizza pie. A stromboli? It's not even a pizza pie or anything.
I would say for me, it would be shepherd's pie.
I love a chicken pot pie.
With a little ice cream on it?
Yeah, with cream. What was the other thing that he said?
I think cream custard.
Custard. Put some custard on my.
We don't eat custard nearly enough here.
What?
We should eat more custard. So,
but custard's different over there too, right? That's like pudding.
I'm not sure. Anthony sent over some mince pies from Sainsbury's. This is what they look like. We did not heat them up, so I don't know if this is going to. I'm going to eat it on camera now because we didn't try it yet.
And I think the last time that he sent over some of these mince pies, we did it wrong. We didn't heat them up, and everybody was like, "You have to heat them up."
It says you can eat it.
We're doing it again.
No, it says you can eat it as is.
Yeah.
So, but how do you get it out of this container?
Eat it in the little tin.
Look, okay.
Oh, look at that.
Here we go.
Whoa.
There it is. Okay.
You guys love a tiny pie, don't you?
It's very cute. I mean, I do like it. It looks fancy.
I would love to get...
I'm going to take a bite.
a chocolate chip pecan pie this size. And you know what it is? Chocolate chip pecan pies, half the ingredients are just corn syrup. Like, that's it.
So Tim can't eat this because it does have brandy in it. It does contain alcohol. It tastes like a raisin cinnamon pie to me.
Raisin cinnamon pie with brandy. Do you get like the burn of the brandy? No? Okay. I could see them heating it up in order to get the warm feeling with the taste of the brandy. Because when you open those up, I could smell the brandy on them.
I can't like taste the alcohol. Like it's not like, whoa. But it definitely, I just taste raisin and like, it tastes like raisin and like Christmas spices.
Okay.
It's not bad, but it's not like the first pie that I would go for. But I think the best part is the crust. It's like a butter cookie crust.
That sounds good.
Shortbread, like a shortbread crust.
Shortbread crust?
Yeah, try.
Ooh, I'm going to try a little piece of the crust here. I almost didn't make it in my mouth. Oh, yeah, it's good.
Yeah, the crust is the best part for sure.
Wow.
It's good, but it's not like my favorite.
I had a little raisin flavor on it.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't know, there you go. Anthony, we tried the pie. Thank you for sending it.
Yeah.
We need to send you some mini pies now.
Yeah, what do we have for mini pies?
I don't know.
You know what we call them? We call them tarts over here.
Well, but also, what would travel well?
Well, this did okay. He put it in a shoebox and sent it over.
No, but this is like, you know what I mean? It's like it's made to take.
Yeah.
Like, what do we have that's
We're
that?
never at the grocery store, like, perusing through tiny pies. These are packaged like cookies.
Yeah.
And we don't have pies like that.
Yeah, so I don't know what we would send you. We could send you something else.
I'm just send you some
Not a pie.
some Reese's peanut butter cups. Yeah. Some Lucky Charms.
So, I mean, I guess that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, for the questions. We got a lot of questions. We'll definitely answer some more in the next Q&A. But I don't know. Let us know. What do you think? Should we do more? Did you like it?
Did you enjoy this?
I had fun.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
I want to answer the stranger questions that you've got. I'm going to answer them.
When?
I don't know, next Q&A.
Oh, I thought you meant now. I was like, okay.
Like, ask me what planet I'd like to go to meet aliens.
I think they should just come here. I don't want to go anywhere.
Okay. What if going there meant that you got to experience a quantum jump through some sort of other dimension?
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't want to see what it's like? Is there's one of the things that they brought up on What If was, you know how there's like infinite universes? One of the universes, carbs makes you lose weight.
Oh.
So you eat donuts and you lose weight.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's great. I would love that. But like, bring it here.
That's what they were saying.
Yeah, I don't want to go anywhere to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was Darcy and Howard the Duck
Oh,
were
okay.
asking Birdie the Duck to bring them back some donuts from that universe.
Gotcha.
So
I like it.
there you
Well,
go.
I had a lot of fun answering your questions. I hope that you all had fun hearing our answers and asking the questions. Let's do more of this.
Let's do it again. When can we do this again? Yeah. So all in all, it was a fantastic Q&A. And with that being said, we're off. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. And now it's time to pay the price.